Good evening, everyone. This evening, we are going to pick a very strange subject. That is the subject in Islamic religion. Most of the people who are not that privy or they don't have this kind of profound knowledge about Islam, they always tend to believe that Islam allows Muslims to eat as much animal protein as they want. No, but not. That is not right. This is what we are going to discuss about today. The title of the subject is Do Not Make Your Stomach the Graveyard of Animals. Prophet of Islam saying to Hazrat Ali that, hey, Ali, do not eat that much meat that we can call the stomach the graveyard of animals. Don't make your stomach the graveyard of animals. When Prophet were asked that since you don't appreciate too much meat, what do you think would be the best diet for us? The Nabi said squash. Squash is the best vegetable which can actually enhance your gastronomical health. Keep your stomach functioning fine, keep your metabolism fine, keep your digestive organs fine. So eat squash, means dudhi. We call it in a vernacular, dudhi is the best food. So now here I have actually created 4 points to elaborate Prophet's thought about animals. Point number 1 is animals can be deadly morbid. In those days, 1444 years ago, what Prophet says was the same thing that scientists are saying today. Today, scientists are also saying that don't eat too much meat because meat have different kind of virus in there. You know the COVID. COVID was actually created by the wet meat in Chinese meat market. Parasites like salmonella and listeria are caused by meat. Cows today, they have bovine encephalitis. Cows suffer from the brain disease known as bovine encephalitis. Now, other disease that the animals carry is foot and mouth disease. They have infection, different kind of germs in their feet and in their mouths. Now, who would be that stupid to succumb to that kind of stupidity and eat animal with morbid brain and loss of lots of different kinds of parasite in their mouth and feet? No, we are not. We in this 21st century are so smart to know the what kind of animal animal is when we are actually eating that animal. We now think that animal may be morbid, animal may be sick, animal may be carrying some kind of disease, animals carry loss of fat, animals carry loss of cholesterol, and the old animals, their meat is red, and the science has actually said the red meat can cause colon cancer. Lots of people suffer from colon cancer. My elder brother also suffered from this colon cancer because he loved lots of meat. He would eat meat at least twice a day. And finally, he suffered from colon cancer and died in my own family. Point number 2 is animal protein has plenty of fat and cholesterol. Eating animal protein, meat, actually give us lots of weight, lots of cholesterol, and the cholesterol can actually create arterial clotting, and arterial clotting can create uh, cardio. problems, or cardio arrest, cardiac disease of all kinds. You can have heart attack or cardiac arrest, and you can have your arteries can be clogged because of the cholesterol. Cholesterol is very culpable for clotting our arteries. Our blood will not flow 100% if we actually consume the meat for a long period of time, like 20 years of meat consumption can actually block 20% of our arteries, 40%, 40 year of a person eating lots of red meat. At least 70%, 30% of arteries are clotted, and 60, at the age of 60, 50 to 60% arteries are all blocked. Angioplasty and angiotherapy and open heart surgery and this kind of expensive, very expensive surgeries that can break us financially must be performed to fix, and still you don't live too long. I have seen quite a few cases from the very close quarters in my society in which after arterial clotting and angioplasty and angiosurgery, person doesn't live longer than 2 or 3 years. And the surgery costs about 5 to 6 to 7 to 10 lakh rupees, depending upon what hospital do you go to and what city do you get this operation performed. Point number 3 is plant protein enhances our health and longevity. If you eat plant food, you are never going to get weight, you are not going to grow obese, your blood pressure, blood sugar level, every single thing would be in order. You are not going to have arterial blocking because you are vegetarian, you depend upon the plant food. So, those of us who actually depend upon plant food, eat beans, and all kinds of plant food, they don't have any kind of cholesterol. Too much cholesterol is not there. And even if there's a cholesterol, it's a positive cholesterol, which is good for our health. Point number 4 is animal meat can cause various gastronomical disorders. There are so many things out there that we know that animal meat can cause, and there's still so many things out there that still we don't know. The scientific community doesn't even know. The medical community doesn't know that there are number of other threats posed by animal diet. So best thing is to stay away from the animal diet. Muslims should not think that their prophet and their Allah and everybody is happy that you eat this animal meat. But here, Prophet himself has said to his son-in-law Ali that, hey Ali, don't eat that much meat, making your stomach the graveyard of animal. For the same reason, that animal meat is a threat. It's a very tacit threat, hush threat. Nobody knows about every animal. First day, one day the person eats meat of one animal, it may be healthy. But next day the same meat coming from the other animal. And what is the health status of that animal? Nobody knows. Every day, millions of animals are slaughtered. Nobody can tell about the health standard, health status of millions of animals. There may be sick animal, there may be sicker animal, there may be morbid animal, there may be animals suffering from the bovine encephalitis, there may be animals suffering from foot and mouth disease. The butcher is not going to tell you, don't eat this meat because my animal was suffering from the bovine encephalitis. They're going to sell every single thing. And the butchers sell the meat of the dead animal as well. They don't tell you that when I slaughtered this animal was already dead. And dead animal within 3 to 4 hours starts developing and creating different kind of germs in the body to decompose the body. These parasites in the body are generated within very few hours. And this butcher actually is going to slaughter the animal at night, sell in the next morning, probably 10 to 12 hours after the animal was dead. So now, don't jeopardize your health. Don't run any kind of deadly risk for the test, only for your taste buds to satisfy. So, eat what is healthy for you, eat what is good for you, not good for your mouth. That's all the time we have. Thank you very much for listening. See you again next time. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.